NutriBurst hits you in the best ways, providing 72 minerals, 13 whole food greens, 12 herbs, all of that good healthy stuff. Start your day with NutriBurst for the energy boost you need to deal with all the shit the day might throw at you. Click the link below in the description box to place your order now.
Why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down? Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
A victim that claims that they're a victim spoke out the other day, okay? They are not showing their face. They are telling a story, but, the paperwork don't lie, okay? So, of course, we heard something similar to what we heard Daytime Tea Time drop 2 years earlier, and I don't understand how she didn't catch that woman in lies, okay? I should have called that shit out there, but I was trying to be cordial, okay? I told you I was going to throw shade here today. No, I didn't tell them that. I told you that, Jasmine. Okay, well, we're going to get really real here because I don't understand how you got paperwork in front of you and you can't match the paperwork up with the girl because you two be like, oh my God, this is exclusive, this is Nicki Minaj. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get hella views. Okay, we'll see, okay. Now, so the victim, I guess, supposedly uploaded a video alleging some heavy allegations that people were looking for her. Her kids weren't safe. Nicki Minaj offered her $20,000. Now, I know that's a lie, okay, because Nicki wouldn't even help her brother to pay for them damn charges he was facing, okay? Now, she paid for the wedding, but she wasn't paying for no BS, all right? And also, I think Kenny got in trouble. Well, he didn't get in trouble. He got into a little scuffle overseas, okay? And I think they were trying to sue Nicki, and Nicki was like, you sue him. You don't be trying to sue me. I didn't punch you. Go on out of here with that. That's why you rarely see her with lawsuits, unlike, okay, your ally, Bird Brain, okay, Miss Jurgen and Robin. Now, was that shady? That was shady. Okay, anyway. So we have someone here, okay, that actually has the seal paperwork. All right. She even has the name of the victim. We're not gonna drop that. That's not important. We just want to drop key details and let y'all know when some shit is fake, okay? And what you saw the other day, there was a victim. But this one here, we got some questions, okay? So I want you guys to welcome, okay, before we get into the other one, all right? Miss Ebony Owens from Black Tea Blog. Ebony, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm excited to have someone here in your arena that can actually break down the paperwork and what an actual victim or witness is trying to say, okay? So I saw your video, and of course I'm going to link your video below. Are we good? Can everybody hear? Okay, we're good. Okay, I just want to make sure everybody can hear you. Ebony, can you introduce yourself and what your background is before we get into this wine, exclusive wine that you're about to drop here?
Yes, child. So my name is Ebony. You guys know me from Black Tea Blog. Many of you guys don't know, but I am a forensic social worker. I am working on my licensure in LA. I've worked with some serious offenders. I've worked as a victim advocate, and I've also been involved with victims being replaced due to court cases. So I know a lot about everything that we got to talk about, chat.
Okay. You sound like niggas of a child. Yes. All right. Now, real quick, I do want to make this clear, okay? We are not victim shaming over here, all right? And I do want to point out that because like I said, I told y'all years ago that I had issues with this particular case because he was a minor, so was she. He did not have proper representation, okay, involving this alleged rape. I don't even think he was actually charged with rape, was he?
He was not. He was charged with attempted rape.
Okay. And so all of those mugshots, I do want to point out that you see is because everywhere that Kenny has to go, he has to register. And every time you have to register as a sex offender, you have to take a new mugshot, okay? So I'm going to give Ebony the floor. Now, Ebony, so we saw a video the other day. What did we see?
So in this victim's video, right, she decided to come out and break her silence and basically talk about why she was bringing this to the internet. She talked about the case back in 1994. She also provided some details that didn't match the case in 1994. And then she said she was doing this because she was being harassed by Kenny and his goons and also Nicki Minaj's team behind the scenes. So this is how all of this stuff started. And she tried to say it was because, she was being harassed. And so after that, it just went on a new life of its own.
Okay. Now, I do have word that Nicki has already said this was fake. Okay? And the real victim wants no parts of what's going on here, okay? Now, we're going to let Ebony, okay, someone who is unpaid and is not biased, okay, when it comes to this situation, nor does she know Nicki, nor does she know Kenny, okay? Explain exactly what we heard, and then all the lies that was told in that damn video that y'all so quick to believe, Mrs. I pull receipts, Mrs. I don't do nothing unless I got the receipts, okay? We got some receipts here. Go ahead, Ebony, okay? It's wino gang.
At the end of the day, you guys, there's so much stuff that she said in that video that was not true. And like Tasha said, we are not here to bash the victim, but we are here to talk about how some of these things that she said do not match what happened to the actual victim. The first thing she talked about is how she was walking to school and she saw Kenny at the bus stop. Let's stop right there. So you're telling me that you're talking to Kenny. There was a dialogue between you and him. Because we have to understand, Kenny was convicted of attempted rape. What does that mean? There has to be a forcible act upon the victim in order for attempted rape to be valid, meaning he came up from behind her and forced her into this building. So if she had a dialogue with him before that, then that means his conviction was invalid. Makes no sense. On top of that, she wants to say, oh, well, I just went to school after. Well, child, from the court documents, you said he was holding you against your will. And you had to hit him in the head with a plastic bottle. So now you just went on to school?
Go ahead. Do tell people where you actually got the paperwork from, because you actually looked at his sealed records.
Yes. So I actually went through the U.S. Supreme Court to get these documents. These documents come directly from the appellate court, the U.S. Supreme Court, New York County Clerk, and I also spoke to the Queens County Clerk, who actually dealt with his case back in '94. So these documents are public record. Anybody can go and petition the court for these documents.
And okay, receipts here, okay? And once we're done here, I'm going to link the actual receipts below, and you can go and look at it for yourself, okay? Because homegirl called the attorneys. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, get into some more.
So then she brought up these receipts, child. These receipts that were blurry, didn't make no sense. She tried to say that she got a text message from someone called Middlestat Firm that's based out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Which is another law firm, correct? Which is another law firm.
They're not even a law firm. They're actually a private investigation company.
Okay.
And so I called them, and they said, Kenny who? We don't have no client by the name of Kenny, and we don't do work out of California unless we have a case in California. So that right there was a lie. I even spoke to the owner, and he said, can you send me those text messages so I can see who's saying that we're texting them. On top of that, she tried to say that she had a victim notification service email that had the docket number and case number. Those were different. By law, it's required that docket and case number be on all of the court paperwork. That case number she had was incorrect, invalid. It wasn't true. And
say that again. Wait a minute. Say that again. So the case number that this victim in the video showed was what?
It was incorrect. She had the victim notification service email. At the top, it had a docket number. The docket number was 2019. Okay, that's the first thing. Then underneath that docket number, she had the correct case number for Kenny's case. But we all know by law that the case and docket number are usually the same. If they're different, that docket number and case number both have to show up on the court documents, because that is the way the court tracks the paperwork. We also know that a docket number starts off with the year from the indictment. Her docket number said 2019. According to the U.S. Supreme Court, Kenny was indicted February 25th of 2020.
False! Okay, go ahead, Ebony.
A whole goddamn mess.
Oh! Go ahead. I like her. Y'all are going to enjoy her channel. Go ahead, Ebony. Keep spitting these bars here, okay?
It's just a mess. And then, just for Tasha's audience, we got some exclusive tea, right?
Exclusive Wino Gang receipts.
Okay, this is just for the Wino Gang. Okay, Kenny was actually in court the last week and the week before this. Okay, and his conditions for his release were modified. He was originally put on, the little monitoring bracelet. That was actually removed, and he was placed on what's called voice identification. So what is voice identification? That means they can call Kenny at any time. They can call his family. They can track who he's calling. They can even show up out of nowhere to his family or any associates to check in on him. On top of that, the judge said that Kenny was in good faith. What does good faith mean? That means that if he was harassing this victim, if his goons were harassing this victim, he would have been talked to in that court case. Y'all mean to tell me, y'all running around here on YouTube, y'all believe that he's going behind the U.S. Supreme Court's back to harass this victim, yet the feds just indicted G. Herbo after watching him for 4 years, and they even have his Instagram messages. Y'all got to be smarter than that.
Okay, talk about this $20,000. Talk about this $20,000 that she alleged Nicki tried to give her to recant her story. Oh, when you drop the receipts on that, because like I said, y'all gonna be able to view the paperwork. Okay, she ain't just talking. This is somebody that does this. Okay, go ahead, girl.
Yeah, so she said that Nicki Minaj basically offered her $20,000 through a mutual person. But you see, what's funny about this is she tried to protect herself. She said, I didn't talk to Nicki directly. I didn't talk to Kenny directly, but I was working with someone in their camp named Ganks. Everybody knows who Ganks is. He's always been on Queen Radio, and we also know that he has a past. So he's not trying to be involved in any new court cases. If you guys mean to tell me you believe that Nicki Minaj wouldn't pay for her brother, somebody who's blood related, okay, she would go pay this victim $20,000 to break a federal crime, that's a mess. And for this victim to say that the U.S. Marshals reached out to her, well, child, the U.S. Marshals were at court with Kenny. Why didn't they bring up witness protection then?
I think this is too. These receipts are just too intelligent. Okay, for the ones that just hate her for no reason. Okay, but
Y'all
keep going.
hate her so much.
They do. It's all good. They have the right to hate who they want to hate. But I just wanted you to show these receipts. Now, you also said something that was very clear, that she said in the video that Nicki Minaj offered her $20,000 to recant her story so that they would be able to, acquit, what do you call it, like drop his sex?
Expungement.
Okay, expunge his record, okay? Explain that. That was a good one.
Yes. So you guys have to understand, expungements are very easy for individuals who have misdemeanors or lower level felonies. Kenny admitted and was convicted of a level 1 offense, a sex offender offense, right? So this means in the state of New York that he cannot petition the court for expungement until 30 years after of his first registration.
How long?
30 years, 30.
Okay.
And to give you guys a key, you guys can pull this up yourself on the NewYorkCourts.gov. It actually explains it. It also explains the fact that anytime a defendant is indicted on a new case, they have to wait 2 years after that case is disposed in order for them to petition for expungement. Let's be clear, you guys. He can't go and tell the court, I want to get my registry removed when he failed to register. He is not in good faith with the court. So therefore, until this indictment is disposed, he cannot appeal, he cannot petition, he cannot ask for expungement.
So
Guys,
would it benefit him? Would it benefit him to pay a victim $20,000 to get it expunged if he can't get it expunged for 30 years, which is like what, 10 more years?
Yeah, so 2025 would be the year he could expunge. Having her recant her story is not going to do anything. What don't y'all understand about him admitting in open court that he did it? We know that there's so many circumstances regarding his case that we don't like. We understand that. Even if she recants her story, that is not going to hold any weight to whether he can get it expunged or not. The courts want to know how he has been acting in society. He was indicted for failing to register. He had another case. All of these things are going to be weighed in his case if he wants to get expunged. It's not about the victim. It's about his conduct. And that's what y'all need to understand. Okay?
Oh, okay. And also, last, in your professional opinion, okay, after you've done all this research, after you've pulled every single document, even current, as of Kenny being in court, would you say Wednesday? Okay, this past Wednesday,
Yes,
what is your professional opinion involving that video that hit the internet that everybody went crazy over, okay? This is the same woman that came out and spoke to Daytime Tea Time. Now, I'm shocked, okay? Giving Daytime Tea Times, oh, I got receipts, that she couldn't even actually pull up the actual arrest records, okay, to put next to this woman's story, okay? Go ahead. Please give me your professional opinion before we wrap this up, child.
Okay, well, look, I have worked with victims. The first thing I want to tell you guys is that we never offer a victim right off the bat witness protection. Why? Because we understand the importance of that victim having a family to help them get over this situation. The second thing, some of the things she said in her video were not accurate. They weren't accurate. These are things that were so detrimental to her mental health as a victim. These are things that you just can't forget. She also changed her story about what was behind her. She started saying it was a weapon instead of a sharp object, which is actually public record. So in my professional opinion, I can't say if this is a victim or not, but what I will say is that her coming out here to jump from YouTuber to YouTuber instead of talking to the district attorney about getting help, for me is a red flag. That makes me think that there is another motive behind her situation. And I want to make it clear, you guys, when somebody goes to court for failure to register, we usually don't call the victim. The victim didn't do anything wrong. The person who failed to register did something wrong. So although we will reference the case as we see in the indictment, we will not call the victim to testify. There's no reason. She didn't do anything wrong. So for me, her entire story is ridiculous. And for a blogger to get on here and tell me that you care about victims, but you're monetizing an audio, child.
Ooh, child. Okay, so listen, Ebony, listen, we have the link to every single receipt besides the exclusive that she offered us about Kenny being in court this past Wednesday, listed below, okay? Ebony, where can they find you? And thank you so much for that professional and legal breakdown. Thank you.
You know we here for the winos. They can find me on YouTube, Black Tea Blog. I am on Instagram, Twitter, Black Tea Blog. And I just want to say thank you, Tasha, for having me on your show. And for all you members who want to say that I'm paid by Nicki Minaj, I hope you choke on your wine tonight.
Oh!
And I got to go.
Okay, those are the whiners, not the winos. The winos will actually, love you and respect you. The whiners, okay? All right, I love you. Thank you so much, Ebony. That was an awesome breakdown. You guys can find the link below, okay? That will explain every single receipt that she pulled currently in the description box, okay? Ebony, thank you, and we'll be following you and sipping to your videos as well, okay?
Thank you so much. Bye, Tasha.
Bye. Now, real quick, before we move on to the next topic, let me make this clear. Put that picture back up real quick. Let me make this clear, okay? In no way am I saying that a victim was never touched. In no way am I saying that a victim was wrong. What I'm saying is we had two kids, okay? One that made an allegation. It was in the 90s, okay? We are in 2021. It was in the 90s. And in my professional opinion, when you have an underage, you have two kids that are underage and one that is being charged with such heavy allegations, I'm thinking that one, Kenny did not have the proper representation. Two, okay, I guess agreed to anything, being registered as a sex offender or not. And two, we all know back in the 90s, and they still do it to this day, they are railroading black men, okay, for private prisons. Don't act like you don't know that, okay? And three, let me say this. Hold on, let me get my wine real quick. Woo! How y'all doing, winos? Are y'all enjoying it? Y'all, listen, I need a damn spoon. Y'all better hit the damn wine glass, okay? Do we not want prison reform? I mean, let's be honest, okay? This victim is speaking, okay? She has the right to speak, but I'm just saying make sure your details add up. That's all I'm saying. But Kenny did his time. Let me repeat that again. Kenny did his time. Kenny is still doing his time. As you heard her say, it doesn't matter what amount of money they give her, they cannot get Kenny dropped from no sex offender registry. And Nicki Minaj knew this when she decided to build a family with Kenny, okay? She knew exactly what she was getting into. She's very smart lawyers, okay? And I'm sure they advised her on what she was up against, all right? So let's not act like, oh my God, a victim is not getting, justice out here, and she's gotten all the justice she's gonna get. And frankly, I'm gonna say this. So, okay, last thing. People can change. This happened when he was a kid. People can change, y'all. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it makes it right, but I'm saying people do things when they're younger, and now that Kenny is 40 plus, people change. So let's not bring up this shit no more. And if any other blogger want to go head to head, I'm going to get old Ebony to drop that damn paperwork on all their asses, okay?